everybody, it's Tyler with Tyler Talks Travel Trailers. I am back with a new floor plan. This is going to be a 2025 No Boundaries 20.3. This is an amazing floor plan for the whole family. It's got the bunks, it's got the slides, it's got plenty of seating for everyone to get around and hang out. So like always, we're going to do the specs first. It takes me 1 minute to do those specs and then we'll dive inside. Let's go, guys. All right, your basic specs on the 2025 No Boundaries 20.3. Your unloaded vehicle weight is 5,193 pounds. Your cargo carrying capacity is 1,500 pounds, which brings your fully loaded weight to 6,693 pounds. Your hitch weight is 685 pounds. Your length is 26 feet 2 inches. Your exterior width is 8 feet. Your exterior height is 11 feet 3 inches, including the air conditioner. Your tanks. Your freshwater tank is 40 gallons, your gray water tank is 40 gallons, and your black water tank is 30 gallons. Your awning size is 18 feet. Let's jump inside. I'm excited to show this one to you guys. As you can see, this is the 2024 model, so it's the last year's model. You can see the decals are a lot different and the colors on the outside. So check this out. They are looking sharp this year. Nobo is stepping up their game, so is Surveyor. So right as you walk in, you can see this is an open floor plan right here. So there is no dividing wall. You do have one slide out, which is right there in front of us, so it's framed out. So we will put that slide in before we go outside so you can see travel mode. Definitely get that done for you. And this does have the Murphy bed. So you know I'm a fan of the Murphy bed. The reason I like it so much is if the weather's bad outside, and everyone needs to come in and get out of the rain or whatever, you could just put your bed up and then you have extra seating right here. Usually in this size of trailer, you would only get a dinette or a couch, not both. So it's really nice to have the option. It's very versatile. It can be used depending on what's going on with the weather. You could put your bed up and then have an extra seating space. So I love that idea versus someone coming in and sitting on your bed. You don't want that. This is just so easy to put up and down, so I'll show you guys that real quick. So we'll put this bed down. You guys should be able to see right there. So it's really easy. All you do is lift this couch up in the front, and then you got storage underneath that I'll show you, and then you just bring this down. Doesn't get much easier than that. And then you got your nice sleeping area, the main bed with a really cool front window. I say this a lot. You can buy covers for these windows now. I don't know the brand. I don't know how much they cost. I'm not plugging any of them. I'm just saying that if you have the opportunity to get this front windshield, I would get it because it lets in a lot of light and it just looks really cool. So as you can see, you got some cubbies on each side. Put that right there. So you got cubbies on each side, and then you have plugs too that I'll show you. But I like the shade that they put on here, the roller shade, and I like the way the shade is held on the Nobos versus the magnets. Flagstaff uses the magnets, and I think these little clip-ins just hold so much more better. You got lights on each side that you could turn off individually. And then your plugs are right here in the front. So I don't know if you have a CPAP machine. A lot of people have CPAP machines nowadays. And it's nice that they put this side table right here. So I don't know how big they are, but I'd imagine it would fit one. And then you got your nice plugs right here. USB ports, USB-C, and then your lights. I love those accented lights in the cabinets right here. You get one of these on both sides. And look how deep these are. Tons of room in that thing. Oh, sorry guys, I lost my speaker. 1 sec. Yeah, so cubbies on both sides, cabinets on both sides. And then you also get another one down here. So I'll open that for you guys. But yeah, really simple to put this bed up and down. If I was getting a trailer that was under at 25 feet or under 25 feet and I had bunk beds and kids came along, I would get a Murphy bed. I think that would be like a must on my list. That way if the kids come along and they don't have a place to sit, you got the Murphy bed to accommodate them. I think that's huge in case the weather gets bad. You do have storage down here like I was showing you, so let's check this out real quick. So as you can see, tons of storage down there. You got your inverter, so they have it tucked away in here. You got an inverter and solar on this thing. The couch colors that they're using on these, I love them. It's a lot different than the usual grays that they're doing on trailers a lot nowadays. Like I said, Surveyor and Nobo seem to be kind of like trendsetters. Anytime you come into their trailers, they seem to have a different kind of style to them, and I think I like them a lot. So to the right, you got a nice 4-seater dinette, and this does convert to a bed. And it's a new style of table. I was kind of trying to figure it out because there's a clip over here that does something. But this one right here in the front, it makes it so easy to put this bed up and down. I'll show you real quick. Versus the poles. I'm going to set you down right there. So all you have to do is push this thing in, little tab, and then you push down. Look how easy that is. So this new style of table, much better than the poles. All you got to do is push that little lever in and then the table will come down, and then you put the cushions on top of the table right here. So if the kids have friends that come along, that you got an extra place for them to sleep. You got tons of windows throughout this entire trailer on both sides. You got one on this side, obviously that one, and then in the slide you have one on both sides of the slide out so you can get that cross breeze going. So that's nice. If you're out in the mountains and you don't really have to use your AC, it's nice to be able to open these windows and let in some fresh air. This window is huge. Check that out. Massive window. This window does not open, just the side ones. But you definitely don't get a shortage of windows on this trailer. I like that. You got storage down below underneath the dinette on both sides, and you can get to it from up top as well. I did skip the bar stools. Check out this area. I love that. And you can tie these down so that way they don't fly around on you when you're driving down the road. But look how cool they look with the threading right here. It looks super nice. Surveyor and Nobo definitely do things a little different, and it shows for sure. Nice little area to eat. So if all of you guys have to come inside, at least you have another area for someone to sit down and eat. The kitchen area is awesome in this floor plan because they're doing this new style of sink. It's a farm style sink, but it does a lot of different things, and they give you these really cool trays right here that you could kind of move around to rinse stuff off. And see this little thing that turns right here? So you can turn it, and then it does like a waterfall spout right here that will spit out the water. And then you have it this way too, so you can pull this down and clean stuff off. You got your soap dispenser right here, and then you also got a cup cleaner right here. So I love this new style of sink that they're doing in these, and I like the way, like the color of it. It's like a charcoal. I don't know what that is. It's not like the normal stainless steel silver sink. Let's see if I can get those on there. You got a 3 top burner right here. So this just folds back so that way you don't splash grease all over. Pretty simple. I have heard of these sometimes cracking when you're going down the road, so just some advice. I would put like maybe a towel under here. I've only seen it a couple times, but it's not a bad idea to kind of protect this and maybe put something underneath it. It's nice to have this because it gives you extra prep space, so you can actually like make sandwiches on top of it. It kind of serves as a countertop as well. You got your fancy lights. These do have the igniter, so you don't have to light it with a lighter or anything like that. This does not have the oven. So we got a lot of people that don't want ovens, it's kind of surprising how many people would rather just have storage, even though you can use your oven as storage. But in this situation, we ordered a mixture of them. So this one does not have an oven, but you can get it with an oven. Not a big deal. This is just where it would go. I'm sure you could even add it to this, no problem. Got a little cutting board in here. See, they give you a bunch of cool stuff for the sink. I love it. So you got storage right there. You got another one right here on the side of, underneath the sink. I think the only thing I wish they would have done on this floor plan that I see like Flagstaff do is they'll put an extension right here, you know, like an extra extension for the table, for the countertop. That would have been cool to see them do. Other than that, I think this kitchen is pretty nice. It looks like you're pretty limited on cabinet space, but you do get this one over here behind me. So you got all up here. Those are pretty deep. Tons of storage. I'll talk about this later when we get outside. So it's not terrible storage in the kitchen area because you have that pantry area, but I do say it's kind of limited. Not super bad though. You got a microwave up here, hood combo, light and fan, and then you got the 12-volt fridge. Check this out. Look how deep that is. I like 12-volt fridges a lot more than gas electric because they cool way faster and you also get a deeper fridge. Like I just plugged this in and it's already getting kind of cool on me. So just a lot faster. Usually on those gas electric fridges, you gotta wait like 12 hours, have it go in the night before you go out on your camping trip. Right here is your thermostat. It's got a roof mounted AC and it's ducted throughout the whole thing, so you can push some of the air towards the bunks. And if you notice, these are the big double bunks. You each get your own window, which I like. You'd be surprised how many times they don't put 2 windows. And they even give you your own curtain. Another thing they don't always give you. Nobo gives you it, but some brands don't. And they give you a nice ladder to get in and out of that top bunk. You will be surprised about that too. Sometimes they won't give you a ladder and you have to like climb up. I don't understand how they expect you to do that. But you got all your own, you got lights on both of them and then USB ports right here as well. So you could, your kids or whoever's sleeping here can charge their stuff. This ladder does remove, and I actually like the way they did this ladder. I think it's the Microlight Flagstaff bunkhouse that's kind of similar to this. You can't really get into the bathroom as good. So this one you can open the door no problem. And if not, you could just remove this. It's really easy. I'm gonna move it right here for a sec. Check out this. I love when they do this in these trailers. So look at all this storage. Bam! Tons of storage in here. And I have the latch down, otherwise I could clip it on over there. And then you have all of this as storage space. So you don't always necessarily have to have people that come to buy a bunkhouse. I get a lot of customers that will buy bunks just for the simple fact that they would use this as a storage place. And you know, if the grandkids come, then great. But if not, they can always bring extra stuff along because they have these bunks as storage. And if this is down, you can still store stuff, no problem. But the back door is really cool. We'll see it when we go outside. These are the bigger double bunks. Let's see if I hang off. Oh yeah, so I have room. My head is touching the top right now. That's how much space I have. I'm 5'7". So I'm not sure, you could sleep 2 people here, but this side you'd kind of hang off a little bit. So I think this is more for like 1 person, unless the kid is smaller, to double up on that other side. But I would prefer these bunks regardless, because the other bunks that are smaller than this are literally like the size of where this crack is, this little line. That's usually how small the bunks are. So I would prefer the double bunks, and it just doesn't feel as claustrophobic. And it seems like they gave you a lot more headroom right here. Whereas before, if you sit up, it feels like this top bunk is really close. So really nice bunks. There's your ducting into this area for the air conditioner. You got two really close by. That's the biggest AC they make, so you'll be nice and cool in this one. What do you guys think of this green wood color? It's different. It's definitely different, but I kind of like it. It looks cool. A little different than the usual white and grays. They were doing a lot of whites for a while there, and I bet you like putting your hand on these things was getting them dirty. I'm sure it was hard to keep clean sometimes, so maybe they're just trying something different. It looks really nice though. So we'll come to the bathroom now. So as I said, you could still open this door, which I like. I've seen floor plans where you can't, and it's kind of a pain because you have to take the ladder off. But a really good sized bathroom. Plenty of headspace with that skylight. You got the big fart fan. Does not have the rain cover, but it's nice when they give you the bigger fans. Otherwise, they're like tiny. They're useless. So we're going to sit on this toilet. I always do this. It sounds funny, but the reason you want to do this is because you do not want to buy a trailer and then go to sit on the toilet and realize that you don't fit on it. So this isn't bad. Definitely not bad. I've dealt with smaller ones, and then my shoulders, turn you around slowly, I'm sweating. But look, I got plenty of room on my shoulders. Sometimes they put the countertops like really close. I call it wiping room, and I would keep an eye out for that if I was you guys. Some storage down here, easy access to get to your plumbing. Take a look up here, your medicine cabinet. Mirror. You got a decent sized sink so you can actually brush your teeth and wash your hands in here, and then some counter space right here, and then some little cubbies down here as well. Bathroom is not a bad size. Let's see if I could put you down. I like to show you guys me standing in it so you get a visual. I am sweating my butt off, so sorry guys. So I'm 5'7". I fit pretty decent, and this isn't bad at all. I'll pick you up so you can see like the height of where my head is hitting. So this is not bad. This is great. This skylight definitely helps as well. So I don't know if you could fit two people. That'd be kind of tight. And then you got this curtain right here. Just sticks magnetically, so there is no way for water to get out. This is a good sized bathroom for a bunkhouse. The bunkhouse, you gotta always expect to have somewhat of a smaller bathroom because of those bunks. It's always a give and take with travel trailers. You get one thing and lose another. It does have tank heaters, which is awesome. So if you're someone that likes to camp in cold weather, these will prevent your tanks from freezing and cracking, and they're 12 volt. So they'll run off the battery. And now I know you're probably thinking, well, that's gonna drain my batteries super fast. This does have solar on the roof, so it'll constantly keep your batteries recharged. And the reason why I love this more is because if you go out for a hike or something and you need to keep your heater running to keep the underbelly heated and from freezing, you're wasting all that propane the whole day. Whereas this, you could just flip these switches on and you kind of conserve your propane, and then when you get back from whatever you're doing, then you can put the heater on, you know, instead of wasting all your propane. You got your readings right here for your hot or your gray, fresh water, all that stuff, your black tank, your water pump, your water heater. All you do is flip a switch and it does its thing. Really nice. And then this is your 30 amp solar controller. That's just gonna kind of show you what the solar's doing up on the roof. But not too much to that bathroom. I would say the toilet is good enough. You have plenty of room with your knees up front, and the shoulder width isn't bad at all either. So you can't expect much more in a 26-foot trailer with double bunks. You know, it's always a give and take. I would prefer the double bunks and have a smaller bathroom versus have a bigger bathroom and those coffin bunks where they're super skinny and claustrophobic. But what do you guys think? Pretty fun floor plan. Nice and open. I really like these chairs right here. Just adds extra seating. So if you have to come inside, you do got the smart TV. So they weren't doing smart TVs before, but now it looks like you get all your apps and stuff on the smart TV. It is a 12-volt TV too, so you can actually use this TV off the batteries. You don't need to run a generator like you would with the standard TV. So that's really nice. It'll swivel too to any direction, so you could point it to over here if someone's sitting on the couch. We're gonna go outside now. I pretty much covered everything inside. But really cool floor plan. They changed the colors up a little bit. I love that. Get your stickers and put the stickers on there so you can remember the places you went to. So as we walk outside, I always like to kind of pause in front of this guide of all the features it has. So this is all it'll come with, and it does have the beast mode package. You got your screen door, so you keep that open, let some fresh air in. And then you do have a glass door. They look really nice, but you can't see out of it, you know? It's just, you can only see out of that little window up there. But still looks really cool. I love the goats. No Boundaries by Forest River. So we'll come to the front. You got your electric tongue jack, pretty standard. Makes it easy to hitch up. Dual propane tanks. These are the smaller tanks. Some people prefer the smaller ones because you could just switch them out nice and easy versus finding a place to fill them up. You got a battery disconnect right there, so when you're ready to store this thing, you just shut the batteries off from the trailer, basically store it. Right here, you got some storage. Ooh, they unlocked them for me. That's cool. So really great pass-through storage. This is an aluminum frame trailer, so that is nice. It's just gonna be a lot lighter too. You got a griddle right here that hooks onto the side. So it's a flat top griddle that you can cook on that just rests outside on the wall. Here's your connector right here, your quick connect for your grill. But overall, that's really great storage if you consider what's in the back too. You got the steps that come all the way down to the ground, the nice solid steps. Those just fold right into the doorway nicely. You got a connection right here for water. The hose was in there. You just connect your hose up to this. You got some outlets. 6-gallon water heater. That is where your grill will hook on right here. And then your LP quick connect for your propane is right there. Let's see what this is. Some storage. Geez, this thing has a lot of storage. So if you're a family that likes to bring the whole house along, this is definitely a good candidate for storage. We'll do the tires on the other side because the freeway is kind of loud and I'm not sure if you guys can hear me that well. This thing sits so high. You definitely don't need to worry about scraping stuff in the back. See how it kind of comes up in the back? Right here is that door. Check it out. Look at all that storage you'll get. So that's really nice to have that option to store extra stuff. You do have a receiver in the back. This will hold 300 pounds. So if you're someone that has electric bikes or anything like that, they get kind of heavy, that will work great. Spare tire. They give you that nice aggressive tire, the mud tire for your spare. I love that they do that instead of giving you a small one, which is kind of weird because this is a rugged tire and then the one over there doesn't have a rugged tire. I'm gonna have to tell them about that because that's a Westlake tire. That's a really good tire. Obviously the rim won't be the matching rim, but it's really nice that they give you a good quality spare tire. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask them about that one. They messed up or something. We'll take care of it. So you got your drains right there. So your black and gray drains right there, super high up. You don't have to worry about dragging those. This does have a lift on it and the beast mode package. So I'll show you this real quick. Check that out. How cool is that? So awesome. Everything is nice and closed up, nice and neat. Sorry, I'm like crouched under here. My knees. But yeah, look at that suspension, the Kurt independent suspension. So it has about 5 inches of flex to them. So you got to really think how much that's going to help the frame of the trailer as you own it and you're going down these really rough roads where you hit a pothole. All of that stress would transfer to the frame of the trailer, you know, if it was a normal leaf spring. With this, it'll absorb it no problem. Definitely helps the frame of the trailer. That is a really cool feature. If you're someone that likes to go off the beaten path, this thing will have no problems. So like I said, you get a good quality tire right off the lot, a Westlake tire. They give you the nice rims, wheels. They look really good. And then this is your slide out. So not super big, so that way you don't have a bunch of extra weight, but it's big enough to give you some space in there. I forgot to do the travel mode, so we'll do that before I end this video so you can see. There's your potable water. So you fill this up when you're out dry camping. Once it starts to bubble out of this, you know it's full. City water, so when you're at a campground and you have hookups. And then there's your pass-through again. This is a table that hooks on next to the griddle. I love the latches and the magnets. That's great. I hope you guys can hear me. When I'm close to the freeway, it's kind of hard. It's even kind of hard for me to concentrate a little bit. But these microphones work amazing. So nice big awning. You got the cool light right here, and then you got the long LED lights right here as well across the whole awning. I'm going to show you travel mode. This is a very important thing for you to check when you're looking around at trailers. A lot of people miss this. So I'll show you. When you go out and you look at trailers, it's very important for you to see if you can get to certain areas of the trailer. Like in this instance, if you're going down the road, you might want to see if you can get to the bathroom without putting the slide out. So where is our control panel? There is our control panel for all of your stuff. So we'll put this slide in so you can see. I'm hoping you could get to everything. That might have been why they didn't put that little extension on the countertop over there, so you have extra space to get through, but I feel like it wouldn't have made it that much of a difference. It's getting close. If it is close, I'll give you an idea of what you can do. All right, so for travel mode, it is kind of tight right there. It's not terrible. Let's see if I could squeeze through there. So that was tight. That was tight. But I got through there. If you're bigger, you might want to think of something to do. You could probably put your foot onto there and slide through there. I'll do it again. But if stopping off and getting to the bathroom or getting to the fridge super easy, I would say this one is not just like a jump through get in your trailer and walk right through. All you would have to do, so that way you can get to the fridge and stuff, is put this slide out a little bit. You don't have to put these slides out completely. So you could put it out, you know, just a little bit to get by. Let's see. So let's say you're going down the road, you need to get to the bathroom. That's all you'd have to put it out. So it's not super like deal breaker type thing for me. But if you're someone that wants like the easiest way to get to the bathroom and the fridge, this one is a little more difficult than some floor plans out there. But like I said, you could put it out a little ways and still get to everything, no problem. So I just like to point that out for you guys because some of you guys do ask me to show that. And this was finally a good instance where you can see that it's not super easy to get to the, I mean, it is easy, but it's not like you can come in and go straight to the back. So I like to point that out for you guys. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the tour on this 2025 No Boundaries 20.3. So out of the entire trailer, I think the only thing that you may want to consider is the slide out when it's in and you're going down the road. But then I kind of looked at it, and you could put the table down a little bit so that way you can get by a little easier. So it's not completely you can't get over there. There's ways you could do it. But other than that, I feel like this is a really great floor plan for the whole family. You got plenty of seating for everyone. You got one slide out. It's not super heavy. And you got that beast mode suspension. So if you're someone that wants to go off the beaten path with the whole family, bring all your gear along, this one gives you good storage. You got the suspension and you got plenty of sleeping. The Murphy bed allows you to seat extra people if the weather gets bad. So I would say this is a very versatile trailer for the whole family. If you're new to the channel, I do a new tour every single day, so definitely stick around. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, like always, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.